Money, 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 money. Everybody wanna get that money. Yeah. Yum yum. Hello, YouTube. I don't expect a huge turnout today, but I might be surprised. I'm going to rage. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be sad. But I'm gonna have fun. I should retitle it a little bit. It's awesome. So like this. Because I also don't want to do just the gold saucer. Hildebrand. Yeah. I don't know how to spell that correctly. Moonless Midnight. Hey, you're first today. How you doing? Ohio. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Welcome to the stream. I am in the gold saucer. I intend to do quite a bit of the stream here, but I'm also not opposed to doing some Hildebrand when enough people want to hop into the stream. I do know this. From what little I've done of the gold saucer, you will see some raging, especially the leap of faith. I hate that so much. I hate leap of faith so much. It's a passion. Truly my spite. Truly. Yeah, but I thought I was in for a kind of more of a laid back, kind of in between qual stream here. Just to sit back, relax, and enjoy a little bit of the more delicate requires along the side here. I'm assuming this is where the next fate's gonna be, because everyone's gathering right here. Let me double check with an attendant. Siegfried Kulanen? Or Kulane, sorry. Kulane? Hey, Asmon. Asmo. What server am I on? I'm on Marlboro on Crystal Data Center. It's the first time someone's called me Asmon, though. I've been accused of stealing Asmongold's name. I have to keep explaining to people that the origins of my channel name come from me being a 40k guy, and that having been my main content. And the name is derived from a character in 40k named Asmodai, who is in the Dark Angels chapter of Space Marines. Doing good. Hope you like the welcome gift I gave you yesterday, the minion and the cookie. Oh yeah, I like them. I haven't done anything with the cookie yet. I was gonna eat it. I know it gives perception plus 7%, GP plus, and then it also does the 3% XP boost like all food does, which I appreciate. I was very kind of you. I haven't really done anything with the minion though. The thing is, I haven't done anything with any of the minions, so it's not like that's unique. I'm not sure what to do with them. Like, I'm not sure if they're just like tag-alongs. They don't seem to do anything combat-wise. Oh, whoops! I should probably get to the gatekeeper. 12:40. Okay, just in time. We're 1 minute. We're 1 minute off from the event. I've been catching all your videos, loving your reactions, and glad to catch you live. Well, I'm happy you were able to catch me live. Much appreciated. Always love to see people hopping on and saying hi, chilling, relaxing. Always good to make new friends. Yeah. Another reason I'm not doing a more main story quest today is got a bit of a movie night over on my Discord community, which is about in 2 hours. 2 hours, so we have a decent stream today. Not like a super short, like less than an hour one, like some plebeians. No, I'm going all out. Oh, you just use them, and yeah, they're tag-alongs, and I think there's a golden saucer game that uses them. Oh, hold on. Time to hop in. Okay, I'm not sure which fate is active today. Oh crap! It's this one. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This happens every time. Yeah, if this is the one I'm thinking, the slice is right. Yeah, I suck at this one. I've done it twice now, and both times when it first started, I got blown out of the arena. So, they thought it'd be fun. Minions? That would be Lords of the Minion. Lords of the Minion. Oh, we have Samurai. Actually, that is a really badass armor set. Damn. That's straight out of Dark Souls. Holy shit. Dude. Fuck yeah. That's clearly a Rogadin under there, but... Fan service for the ladies. Yes, that one. Okay. By the way, have you looked into Chocobo breeding yet? No? I mean, if you're talking about, like, the Chocobo racing, I know that's a thing. I haven't done anything with it. I just know that I just talked to the lady for the blue unlock. That I got. I think that's actually what this is. So you want to be a jockey? Yeah. I still gotta do that, but I actually done it yet? No, I haven't done Chocobo racing. I haven't talked to, like, looked into the Chocobo breeding. Something to look into for sure. All right, where is the guy? Send him in. Cause me my misery, damn it. I haven't played it myself, but I know about it. It's for racing. It takes a while, but quite fun. Hey, Billy Mount. Welcome to the stream. Okay, here we go. Since we have reached an agreement with Yojimbo, who is due to appear any moment. Yay. Alright. Ah, good. Have you been? I've been pretty good. How are you? Oh yeah, you joined an FC, right? So if so, talking about Chocobos, you can probably dye your Chocobo now if they have a stable for it. I do not know. I introduced myself to some of the members of the FC last night. They seem like pretty cool folks. Pretty laid back, pretty chill, which I like to see. Boy. Okay, so. Okay. I don't know how to check this. Okay, no, that was stupid. I hate that one. So I don't know how to predict what the fuck's gonna happen. Ah, damn it. I hate that so much. Look up guide for how to die. It's not easy. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. It's not easy to die my Chocobo. What happens in FF stays in FF? No, what happens in the gold saucer and in Limsa Leminza stays in Limsa Leminza and the gold saucer. Oh, that guy got thrown out as well. I'm in a very unfestive outfit. Do I have a more festive one? I didn't know. It's not as festive. It's kind of more flashy. Alright, we'll stick to our Dragoon outfit because it's flashy. Templar Quarter! Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The true endgame of every MMO? Fashion. Indeed. One of the big things that people love about Warframe was fashion frame. Just coming up with weird things to add onto your outfits in colorful, bright, saturated colors. Any summer 2021 movies did you see? No, not really. I mean, Hollywood really hasn't produced any movie that interests me in the last, like, decade, so. It's easy if you follow the Chocobo die calculator. Does it calculate? Okay, with that. Alright, now. So the next gate will be in... It's usually in increments of 20. I've already done my mini cactar tickets today, so now that leaves... We can do the mini games, or I can run. I can either do mini games, or I can finish that setting up the Chocobo thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that since it was mentioned anyway. Alright, so I have to go to here. Okay. Teleport me there. I need to breed my Chocobos and race them. The new Space Jam didn't interest... No, it didn't. I grew up with the original. The original was a ton of fun. I loved the original Space Jam. I don't trust Hollywood to make anything good nowadays, so... The new Space Jam, no. I wasn't going to check that out, nor am I. Not to be negative, but Hollywood is rather unreliable. Well, actually no, they're incredibly reliable on producing nothing but bad films nowadays. Yo, if y'all want good entertainment, you got YouTubers like myself, hey. And then, you know, you got, you know, anime. You got anime, you got manga, you got, you know, Far Eastern material that is far more entertaining than anything we're producing in the West right now. That's my perspective, of course. So is this the Gambling Central? Yes, the Golden Saucer is the Gambling Central. It's not real-world money gambling, just to get that out of the way. It's all in-game currencies. So it's just kind of like an in-game Vegas. Another one for the races, eh? Oh, that's a girl. Another one for the races, eh? Welcome, welcome. Once you've made your decision, I'll prepare the registration form you'll need to take back to the race counter. Lest you worry, our Chocobos are all quality stock. They might not seem like much at first, being young and inexperienced, but give them a chance and they'll win you a championship. Alright. Alright, so fledgling Chocobo registration GM-1. Sorry, G1-M. Can't read today. Fledgling Chocobo registration G1-F. Is there a difference? Everything's in question marks. One's female, one's male. That's the only difference I see. Oh, I just realized that's what the M and F stands for. I guess I'll just grab a lady Chocobo? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Joshua. Yo! What's up, Joshua? There are some good TV shows still around. Hollywood movies, though, are meh. And I don't know of any good shows right now that I'd be watching. But if you're enjoying some good shows right at the moment, glad to hear it. Let's see. So, you're still here? I reckon you'd have run off by now, being eager to try your hand at the races and whatnot. Well, in case you've forgotten, I'll reiterate. You need to deliver that form to the race counter in the gold saucer. Only then will you be allowed to enter sanctioned Chocobo races. Okay. To the gold saucer. Damn it, gotta go. I just figured out how to lower the level. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Ah! Brain, work. There we go. How it goes? Oh, it goes pretty dang good. You should check out Dad of Light on Netflix. I don't have a Netflix account, unfortunately, so I can't. I'll see if other people have, and like reviews and stuff. Looking forward to Good Omens 2. Well, I'm glad you're looking forward to that. Speaking of shows, have you seen the new He-Man show on Netflix? No. And thing is, I don't know how old you guys think I look. I'm not old at all. I didn't grow up with He-Man in any way, shape, or form. Masters of the Universe, I think, is the actual name of the show. I heard about it growing up, like, from, like, my older family members who did grow up in the 80s, which is when that show was around. But other than that, I know nothing about the show. I have no fan connection to it. So that wouldn't have been a draw for me anyway. But like I said, I don't have a Netflix account, so I wouldn't have engaged with that show anyway. I grew up with He-Man and She-Ra. Nice. Did you? I'm sure it was fun. Oh, I did not. I'm a rather youngster, unfortunately. The beard ages me like 20 years. I'm only 21, to give you guys frame of reference. I'm literally just at the age where it's legal to drink in my country. I'm a sprout in multiple ways. I'm a sprout in the game of Final Fantasy, and I'm a sprout in the game of life. Which is interesting considering in my life so far I've worked for the military. I've worked in retail for a lengthy amount of time. I did game development for about a year or so. So in my short way into adulthood, I've already done quite a bit. Invincible is awesome. I have seen Invincible, but that's Amazon. Ag. Hello, Orlith Nightfire. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. Orlith Nightfire, welcome! Evening. It's afternoon for me, but evening, good sir. Excuse me. Alright, lads. Hello, disillusioned dork. So one thing I've noticed about Final Fantasy XIV, the community works quite how Japanese culture does. I'm not sure I follow. Nasser... I apologize, I'm gonna butcher this. Hi, Nasser Al-Mulaifi? I butchered that, I'm so sorry. Is it... Okay, I'm just... Nasser? I think I'm making this worse by trying to say this more. Final Fantasy XIV! How is the game? Cause me, I love this game. It's one of my favorite. I love the hell out of this game so far. It's better than what Modern WoW is by leaps and bounds. I love the hell out of the story. The story is beyond amazing, especially for an MMO. Like, this storytelling in MMOs, as I've been honed to believe over the years, is just garbage. Like, you know, I expect nothing from the story of MMOs. The story is always a backdrop and an excuse to create more expansions. But in the case of Final Fantasy, the story actually is a story. There's a narrative. There's a place for your characters. It is a lot to it, and it feels like a single-player RPG's story is being placed in an MMORPG. And it's incredibly engaging, and I love every moment of it. Not to mention the community is god tier. Like, I have not met a better community anywhere. In gaming as a whole. Like, I'm talking all MMOs, not just WoW, but I mean, like, I haven't encountered this kind of friendliness and openness in any online game community I've played since ever, really. Like, I don't think I've ever encountered a community like this, so it's been amazing in terms of leaps and bounds. Yes, it is. Don't worry about it. Okay. SOC. Okay, you live in Japan. Okay. So you definitely have more of an insight into it than I would. In Japan, it's all about community and helping each other out. I wouldn't say that's unique to Japan only. Here where I live in the United States. But I live in one of the, I live in probably the most northeastern state in the entire country. I live in Maine. We're only really known for Stephen King. But we have a pretty tight-knit community in the smaller towns. I would say countrywide, no, we don't have. I would say we're pretty, especially right. Ironically, despite the fact that the name of the United States is United States, we're about as divided as we've ever been in history right now. Not getting into that, but the point is, I would say countrywide, definitely. But the thing is, the smaller the population, the easier it is to have a tighter community. So that's why in my home state, lots of towns, including the hometown I live in, everyone is very close-knit. Everyone checks on each other during the really harsh snowstorms and ice storms we get during the wintertime. When the temperature drops below 50, you have people who volunteer their time to go out and make sure that all animals are in farms, and try and help all vehicles be kept in some place where the frost won't completely butcher the vehicle. You know, we have a tight-knit community because it's the state community, it's towns and stuff. I think because America is so big, inherently that's why we're divided. Like each state in the U.S. is about the size of a country elsewhere, so that's why it's the way that it is. But it is cool to hear that the Japanese have a more tighter-knit community. So it's kind of like my hometown. Nearly 6 p.m. for me. The joys of living in the UK and playing on US servers. Playing US servers, but you're in the UK? Is it because server availability? Chocobo register. A promising new jockey returns, bearing his fledgling Chocobo's registration form, I trust. But of course, one so keen to join the ranks of honored champions would not be so foolish as to misplace essential documentation. Our race Chocobo trainer is responsible for registering new fledglings. Present your form to her and she will guide you through the process. Very well, thank you, madame. I grew up with DBZ, Samurai Jack, Beyblade, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage, the Cowardly Dog, Billy and the Mandy, Shaolin Showdown, goddamn Cartoon Network was amazing. I grew up with all of that, plus Avatar The Last Airbender. I grew up, oh, we're gonna be here all day if I list all these off. I grew up with Teen Titans. I grew up with, like you said, Billy and Mandy. I grew up with Shaolin Showdown. I grew up with Power Rangers, although the iteration I grew up with was Dino Thunder. I grew up with Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. I grew up with Chaotic, for those who remember that shit. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and then into 5Ds. Though I did watch the original on VHS. Yeah, we're gonna be all day if I list all these off. I'm just trying to list off the most notable ones. The Lilo and Stitch show. Can't remember what the show's name was. I just remember being Lilo and Stitch. But the show where they went around and collected all the experiments that escaped. Yeah, I watched that show growing up. There's a lot. And I grew up watching Rugrats on VHS. So, yeah, we're gonna be here all day. I'll just leave it at that. I've watched a lot of shows. I also grew up watching Dragon Ball, but not like airing. It was reruns. Yes, FF14 have a... sorry, let me finish this conversation. And when the final bureaucratic hurdle hath been surmounted, return to me and I shall arrange your debut. Alright, let's finish up our final registration. Chocobo races now available. Yay! I believe, catering? I believe catering provided you with a registration form for your race, Chocobo. Yes, she did. There you go. Oh, mate, second round. Oh, we get to name it. What's a good name for the Chocobo? It's a lady Chocobo, so it should be something nice. Like Death Feather or something. I don't know. Can I just type it? I think giving me options like this is worse, because now I'm just like, Urgh! I think naming a Chocobo Fox is just wrong, because it's a bird. Dodo, that's kind of fitting. Let's go. Zoo? I don't know what that stands for, but I'll go with that because that sounds kind of cute. Zoo. Zubat. Yeah, fuck it. Zubat. There we go. Pokemon. We got one, bros. We got one, boys. Yes, FF14 have a strong story because it, like any other Final Fantasy games that the series is about, I recommend you play them if you have the time. I've only ever played Final Fantasy VII. That's the only other Final Fantasy game I have on my repertoire. Other than that, I got nothing, I'm afraid. I didn't play the original 6. I didn't play 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or 13. I'm playing 14 online, and I haven't played any of the subsequent ones. I know very little about the series. All I know is that most people tell me that each and every single one is depressing and awesome at the same time. But I'm not opposed to playing them. It's just, as far as I'm not sure where I'd play the originals. Like I'm not sure if they're still even available. I can check on Steam. I can check on GOG, but other than that, I don't know. I'm from California originally. Ah, okay. Japan has collectivists collectivist mentality rather than individualist. I think both. I think having both can be important. It's good to have a sense of community and wanting to help the people around you, but it's also good to have a little bit of self. It's careful wording here. I think it's good to have a little bit of not self-preservation, because obviously, like you can preserve yourself and still be part of a community. I guess a healthy level of selfishness. Like, it's good. It's well and good to help everybody else, but if you don't help yourself, you will lose the ability to help others, and you'll need help. So, it's one of those things where it's good to culminate yourself up enough that you have the luxury of helping others. So, I think it's good to focus on yourself as much as helping others. Me, I've worked on myself enough, for example, that I think if someone else, like my friends, for example, I have enough money saved up that if a friend of mine got into some a desperate situation, I could feel comfortable lending them money to help them get out of it, or at the very least offering them advice, or even my hands to help them fix a car or something like that. Like, I have that luxury because I'm in a secure enough place myself. If you're not secure yourself and you try and help others, you might end up causing more problems than not. I have no idea if I worded that in a bad way or a good way. I'm just gonna roll with it. Congratulations! Zubat is now eligible to participate in sanctioned Chocobo races. However, I fear you are not quite qualified to do so just yet. Pray speak with the registrar about our training course. Okay. At last, the time has come for you and your race Chocobo to take to the track. For training, that is. Select enter a race following by training course to learn basic Chocobo racing. Okay. Who's we're learning here? Oh, I forgot to ask. Have you looked up a vid of the first year anniversary event in game? We Yoshi-P and all devs are in game and meet the Warrior of Light. I have not. Actually, that's the thing. This is the if you guys want me to like watch or react to videos, this is the stream to do it. Since it's a chill, laid back stream, you know, we don't gotta worry about progressing through the story. If you guys want me to react to videos, I know I've been asked to react to several. Joe Cat's video about like how to heal, for example. So if you guys want me to watch any of that stuff, let him loose, let him out. Obviously, if you know a creator on YouTube, for example, if you want me to watch someone else's videos, please don't recommend videos of creators who aren't okay with it. Like, if any FF creators have like publicly said like, nah, I'm not okay with reactions, please don't recommend the videos out of respect. I'm gonna trust you guys to only recommend ones that, as far as anyone knows, they're not against like reactions to their videos. Watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. I haven't watched. I didn't know there's an anime of that, but I read the original. I read the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Comics, and in the yeah, before the card game actually gets underway, yeah, there's some dark stuff. I remember one where there was a guy where he had to he had money stacked up on his hands. He got into Yugi turned into the Pharaoh, Yami, and the dark game was being played. It's like, oh, here's a knife. You can just stab through the dollar bills, and the more you stab through without stabbing your hand, you get that money. So, I was like, that's fucking dark. And then it ends with the guy continuing like to risk to stab his hand. Like, yeah, there's some dark shit from season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, training course. Alley here! Ah, my eyeball. Welcome to the training course. Okay. Here you can practice the basics of Chocobo racing. All race Chocobos will carry their rider to the end of the course, however, only skill jockey can guide his steed to victory. To accelerate, press and hold move forward key. Alright. Note that Chocobo's stamina will more quickly... Continue to accelerate and observe the effects once your Chocobo's stamina is completely depleted. Be warned, Chocobos pushed too hard will become lathered and lose stamina even more quickly. To alleviate this condition, press the move back key to decelerate and allow your Chocobo to rest. Okay. There's a problem with that. My hotkeys. Crap. I have the S button keyed to an ability bar. So I have to leave the training course just to change that. God damn it. Hold on. Oh, keybinds. Movement. Move back. I'll do it like that. That way I don't have to change my keybinds. Ah, man. Alright. You recommend basically every job in FF14. It's 3-minute HQ poop post. Alright. As far as you know, the creator has no problem with reactions to that, I assume. Alright, let's try that again. Yep. Ah, crap. Damn it! That skipped my training. Alright, guess we're doing trial by fire. Training course, okay, no. Thank God, we can still do the training course. Steven Alvarez, welcome to the stream. As someone who has an A++ tier Chocobo, getting better Chocobos requires... I will read that in a second. Let's try that here. To accelerate, press and hold move forward key. Now that your Chocobo stamina will decrease more... Okay. I'd be warned, Chocobos push too hard will become lathered and lose stamina even more quickly. Okay. To alleviate this condition, press the move back key to decelerate and allow your Chocobo to rest. Okay. Accelerate to full speed, then decelerate. Okay. There we go. Okay. Both green text, food, and breeding with other purchasable chocobos to increase your stats. The higher stat your chocobo gets, the higher in tier races the races become. Okay. Alright, scattered throughout the course are magicked panels which bestow various effects when triggered. To trigger a magicked panel, steer your chocobo towards it. Okay. This music's an interesting choice. By the way, sorry if I'm popping in and out. I'm working on the Romerborn Relic grind right now. For my scholar, let's just say I hate the books part. No, I get it. No. You're fine. You're fine. It's okay. You don't need to be actively chatting. I just appreciate your company. It helps make everything nicer. I see no speed. This looks like bullshit to me. And it's also not like it's a mini game within a game within a game. Alright. Crap. Alright, open the treasure coffer. Yahoo! Oh, okay. Starting to feel more like Mario Kart here. Use a race item. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. My first actual Chocobo race. Alright. Trial and error. This is definitely what that's gonna be. The higher stat your Chocobo gets, the higher in tier the races become. Okay. Oh my god, the books. You will notice the difference in speed of your Chocobo when their stats improve. Excuse me. Once you get into this, you never get out. If you so much as tip one pinky into this pond, you'll find something reaches out and pulls you back in. Chocobo racing does look fun, and I'm gonna find out. The higher in tier the race is, the more MGP you get in the end. You tug my beard? Why? And I would prefer not. And my beard's already scraggly as it is. It's very uneven and kind of frayed. Which I hate. We should grow in more evenly. My beard just grows in random directions. It's like, nah, we got this. It's totally worth doing just for the bonus thing. Might I recommend it whilst drunk with your FC? Well, the thing is, I don't know my FC well enough to get drunk around them quite yet. I just joined mine, so... like, literally, last stream, at the end of the stream, I joined one, and I introduced myself and said hello to a couple of them. Past that, I haven't done any activities or anything with them quite yet. Greetings, sir, and welcome to Chocobo Square. Are you here to enter a race? Alright, we're gonna do one race, and then I'm gonna start taking, like, requests to, like, watch certain FF-related videos. FF only, by the way, please. Like, I'm not gonna watch some random-ass video. It's... Keep it FF-related, please. Enter a race. Right. Class courses. Random. Gold Saucer, you say? Yep. Gold Saucer, the Vegas of FF14 Online. Owned by Hildebrand's dad. Who is apparently the second most powerful being in all of the FF lore. Or this FF lore. Also, hello, Ludus. Yes, I'm currently doing the Chocobo races. And while I wait, though, I can, Oh, no, I guess that was faster than I expected. Telly here! What server are you playing on, by the way? I'm playing on Marlboro, and I'm on Crystal Data Center. Off to the races! I've received an achievement. Chocobo races. Moogle's gift mounts. You've watched the Joe Cat crap guides? I've watched the tank one. Actually, I don't think I need my mouse at all for this, which is good. Telly here! Mario Kart this shit up. Underway, lads! Ah, crap, I missed it. Fuck off! Damn you bastards! I don't appreciate the banjo music. Hello. He's mine. I have no idea if I'm doing this right even. Get out of my way! Full speed ahead, lads! No! Fuck! I was only in third. Blast it! Oh, that reminds me of the B version. I'm not sure if there was one from 6 back, but I'm almost sure it was introduced in FF7. I don't remember it in 7 off the top of my head, but it may very well have been. Let's see. Yeah. At least I got a prize in it. I love that massive time sink that is the gold saucer and the Chocobo racing. And I do too. It is a lot of fun. I could see people literally only playing FF to just come to the gold saucer, which is kind of interesting. But why would you just do that? That was way too early. Yeah, that was shit. Only 16, you cur! How dare you! Alright, let's go see. It's almost 1:20, so I'm assuming the next event is currently active. Event Square. Hey, that music is great for the races. It is the same from 7. It sounds like banjo music. Is this where the next event is occurring? Seems like a small turnout for the whole event. Oh, wait, by the way, welcome, Ludus. Yes, Ludus is a friend of mine. He is an FF veteran. He has played far more of the games than I have. And yes, port me to the event gate. When you go to view some FF vids, you need to check out the bees performing Chocobo theme. It's cute. I might check it out. Alright, we'll do this event, and then we'll, I think I saw someone mention Joe Cat earlier. And since before you were born. I was born in 99. Guessing they're the ones who suckered. I mean, convince you to... No, Ludus doesn't, or the librarian, I should say, doesn't play Final Fantasy XIV online. The friend I got who suckered me into this game plays in one of the EU servers. Unfortunately. Alright. Any way the wind blows. Okay, this one I like a little bit more than the other one, but it's because it's pretty much pure luck. minute till it starts, gents and ladies. A mere minute before the misery begins. Alright, so once we're doing this, should I pull up Joe Cat's Guide to Healing? That's one that was recommended to me. Should I pull that up, or should I pull up the bees performing Chocobo theme? Oh crap! Get me back in. Get me back in. Yes. Oh crap! It was an accident. Ah! Alright, just in time. Alright, please don't blow me out. This would suck. Oh, thank God. I'm not first. Oh, those poor bastards. Alright. Survived 2. Oh, God, my heart stopped for a second. I'm like, no, he's gonna blow me out. I don't know where to go. No! Damn it. Brings my total MGP to 94k. Damn it. Okay. Zeppela did some music videos that are excellent. Zeppela HQ? I've seen a couple of her vids when I was first looking into playing FF. Oof. Yeah, I hate it. I hate that. I hate and love it at the same time. I guess that's like the core of gambling, is it causes you such misery, but it's so addicting. Alright. So. Going up to Kafaka. Alright, so. Okay, let me pull up what needs to be pulled up. FFXIV, Joe Cat, healer, right? Healer. Alright, let's pull that up. Where's the thingy? There it is. Alright. RD Denow? The Joe Cat healers sound good. Alright. Okay. So we shall start here. Righto, so I've been asked to react to the crap guide to Final Fantasy XIV Healers by Joe Cat.
I miss cons. If only there was some way I could go to one while also playing my favorite MMO, Final Fantasy Online. Wait a minute, I can! At LunarCon! LunarCon is a free player-run in-game convention for Final Fantasy XIV in order to celebrate the new upcoming Endwalker expansion, taking place on Crystal Data Center from July 30th to August 1st. There will be panels, contests, performances, PvP tournaments, auctions, and you can even get your own LunarCon badge. Hey, Shen, leader and founder of LunarCon, is there anything else that people can possibly look forward to?
Don't put me on the spot like that!
Go to lunarcon.net to get more information on things.
And
I love power, and I love
I'm on
feeling
that
powerful.
data center.
It strokes my
It's
biggly wiggly and
acting
forces lesser beings to bow down to my awesome might, lest they taste my boot between their gums. Nothing has ever given me the same rush of adrenaline than knowing that everybody has to submit to my whims for their own safety. It makes my brain do the goody-good chemicals and allows me to feel as though I have control over this truly unfortunate reality that the universe is slowly careening into an eventual heat death, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, as we are inconsequential specks in this cruel and uncaring universe. But none of that matters, because look at this, I can pull my party members into a pit that kills them. I find that hilarious. Welcome to a crap guide to Final Fantasy. The greatest power of all is the power to have control over people's lives, which is why the healer is the most likely party member to have a god complex. Right behind main tanks, mentors, and anybody who's an omnicrafter. You are the most important person in the party, as you, along with the tank.
I want to double check. I want to see that list again.
Mentors and anybody who's an omnicrafter.
Oh, crap.
The greatest power of all is the power to have control over people's lives, which is why the healer.
I'll give you 5 mil HP to fuck off. Green DPS, 1 button rotation, corruption arc. I can't as soon as stupid. Okay.
Healer is the most likely party member to have a god complex. Right behind main tanks, mentors, and anybody who's an omnicrafter. You are the most important person in the party, as you, along with the tank, are responsible for keeping the party alive by kissing their boo-boos and slapping the bitch who made the boo-boo. That's right, as a healer, you do have to deal damage as well. Man, but it's called a healer, and healers are supposed to heal, right? Wrong! A healer's job is not necessarily to heal the party, but rather to keep them alive. And yes, there's a difference. There's gonna be a lot of downtime between heals, and you bet your afflatus rumpus that you're making the fight take longer than it has to if you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for your next chance to cast Cure. What do you do when the party's full health? What do you do when the party's full health? Or even halfway up and standing? DPS the bad guys. No, I don't pay your sub. But when the fight takes too long and starts to rub all up on everybody's nerves,
I think the best part about this musical number is how actually good this song is.
Sure, you're for the most part keeping the party alive with a variety of healing utility spells, some regen, some shields, but an equal amount of time you're casting those, you're also throwing in some extra DPS when time allows. Remember, DPSing is just mitigating future damage. And if you're able to kill the current wave of dungeon mobs before they deplete the tank's HP, which by the way is going to regen to full by the time you reach the next mob pull anyway, what does it matter how low their HP gets? So yes, DPS when time allows. When does time allow? Well, I know you're scared of independence and thinking by yourself, but that's going to be a balancing act you'll have to figure out. However, my rule of thumb is the minimum amount of HP a party member has to be at is 1. But if that's too scary-wary for your whittle fingies, ask yourself, will the enemy's next attack make your party member fall on their ass? If yes, heal so that it doesn't. If no, time to become a glare mage, motherfucker. As long as they're
I have a complex. Like, I hate, like, ruining other people's experiences for things. Like, I don't like being, like, super negative, and I also don't like causing, like... That's why, like, being a tank actually, like, is a bit of pressure on me, because I don't... Like, if I fuck up, I feel really horrible about it. Like, if I fuck up royally, I hate it. That's why I'm never the first to volunteer to be main tank in an 8-man trial, or in the raids I've been in. I usually just switch to DPS for the raids, because all 3 tanks have, to a degree, some responsibility to aggro, especially when, in the Crystal Tower raids, we had those 3 separate bosses at those certain junctures. Like, oh my god. That's why, for me, like, there's just so much pressure, because if I fuck up, it's not just my experience I fuck up, because I'm fine with that. I will ruin my own, like, my own time all goddamn day. But I hate affecting other people's enjoyment of the game. Like, I feel really bad about it. So that's why I bet that's why tanking is already stressful. Healing, literally, you're the most crucial job, because you keep everyone in the fucking party alive. And he's right, you do got to do a lot of DPS as well, but your core job is to keep people from dying. So I could not do that job. I would just the whole time be hyperventilating. Oh my god, I don't want anybody to die. Oh,
alive and you're clearing the content, you're doing your job right. There is one caveat to doing your job right, and that's that everybody will hate you for it. Literally, by healing you start to generate a lot of aggro from the bad guys. So if you ever decide to heal before mob pulls in dungeons, it's important to stick close to the tank like an ERPer sticks to Vieira's wearing 2B thigh highs. Especially if you throw on a regen and suddenly 800 mobs crash through the wall with a How to Fry Fairies cookbook. You can still do it, but you should know what you're getting into. Like live streaming and hoping that anybody will watch. As for your limit break, we heard you like healing, so we put more healing in your healing so you can heal while you heal. Unfortunately, you won't be using any limit breaks take aside from LB3, because LB1 and 2 just heal the party, and you already have plenty of band-aids and popsicles to do that on your own. LB3, however, is so potent in healing it resurrects everybody in the party back from the dead instantaneously. But they will have to do the thriller afterwards, so it's best to be safe for when you at least have enough people to make a backup dancing crew. For the flavors of healer, we have 3 boomers and the new kid on the block who bought a Glock and has a TikTok. The white mage is the most straightforward. You heal when a buddy is hurt and you attack when they're not. Just about everything in your arsenal is all about feeding them so much it'll make an inflation artist blush in embarrassment. You're also equipped with the best AoE skill in the entire game and the ability to never run out of mana unless you're really, really bad. Best of all, when your buddies get hurt, you can heal them to harness their blood for the blood lily. But let's say you want to play white mage, but you like tarot readings and star signs like a suburban woman in her mid to late 20s. Astrologian is probably for you. You draw cards that will enhance the abilities of your party members, and you fill the arena with enough space dust and constellations that you'll need 5...
Suburban woman in her mid-20s. I think the worst part is I have someone very specific in my head with that one. Fuck me, man.
You can heal them to harness their blood for the blood lily. But let's say you want to play white mage, but you like tarot readings and star signs like a suburban woman in her mid to late 20s. Astrologian is probably for you. You draw cards that will enhance the abilities of your party members, and you fill the arena with enough space dust and constellations that you'll need 5 layers of sunglasses to see. Taking this job will also teach you how to build a bomb. Don't worry, it's friendly. Scholar is a weirdo who used to hang out with all the bad DPS kids, but decided to turn their life around when they met a nice girl who supports them in their new hobby. Only problem is she knows nothing about your hobby, and you have to keep correcting her on fandom trivia. They're all about putting shields and defensive buffs that protect the party from taking damage in the first place. That way they can guess what? DPS even more. Also, your girlfriend can get thick. And finally, the new kid on the block, the Sage. A scholar who decided to stop being nice and pick up a gun that shoots lasers! Like Scholar, they also put shields and protective buffs on their party members so they can spend more time shooting lasers! How do they do this? After seeing Alphino change to the job, my guess is the Nullists are liquefied carbuncles. Rest in peace, Carby. And now you know how to play healer. You're welcome.
I'm not gonna dwell on that. I think that might have been a light spoiler. But anyway, that was pretty fucking good though. These are super entertaining. I do gotta say that. If you haven't already, go subscribe, leave a like. I'll leave a link in like the video upload of this. Yeah, just go support JoeCat. This was very, very entertaining. At the end of the day, though, I still walk away with the same impression. Healing is a lot of pressure. Like, again, if I were to do any kind of healing class, I would have to, and this is not even really an option thing, I would have to play White Mage, because it's literally the most straightforward, and I've even heard that, it's the most straightforward healing class, so that'd probably be the one I'd level. The other ones, I probably will never touch them. I may never achieve the goal of leveling every single class in the game, because there's just so much pressure. So much goddamn pressure on healing, and I hate it. I really can't wait for Sage, and yeah, that's a new healing class that's coming up, right? That means there'll be a total of 4 or 5 in the game. Yeah, I'm more eager for Reaper. I'm thinking that's a DPS, and you know, my in-game character name is Shroud Scythe. I mean, it would just be absolutely appropriate. Hopefully, it'll end up becoming my main, because I love scythe-like weapons. They're super fucking cool. But yeah, that was very entertaining. I don't know if I actually learned anything. But yeah, that was great. Okay. What was there was another one that was asked, bees something? Oh no, before that was basically every job in FF. Let me pull it up. Basically every job in FFXIV. Is it the one by, okay, I see 3 here. Is it the one by Larry Zauer or Ludwig? The Ludwig one has those gem ones in there, so I'm assuming that's the one that Disillusioned Dork asked for. Yeah, White Mage is the most straightforward, easy to learn, but hard to master on high-end raid. And I'm sure, and I'd rather have easy to learn and hard to master than hard to learn but easy to master, because you know the learning part is most important. Mastering just requires time and practice. Well, yeah, being a healer can be hard, especially in Aurum Vale dungeon with all the sprout. It's like everybody grab some of the fruit and get some of those debuffs off. This fruit, days. Yeah, my first time running Aurum Vale. Thankfully, my first time running Aurum Vale. It's a dungeon I'm thinking of, right? The one with the frogs and then the plants as the first boss and last boss, right? That one was incredibly funny, but thankfully nobody died, including me. My first time running that, which I was thankful for. But yeah, but I think basically every job in it. It's only 3 minutes. Let's pull this bad boy up. That was loud. Okay. Alright, so basically every job in Gemstone, FFXIV, Gemstone. Or Diamond. What was music just probably under that?
I just fucking shot myself.
Negligent discharge.
Thing in my hand.
What's in your hands?
Nothing.
Open your hands.
All right.
Oh, what are you, a comedian?
Actually, officer, I'm a magician.
This is the memes of everybody. Oh, Papa! I don't get that. I actually don't. Dark Knight. What the fuck? What was that from? Alright, Paladin. What do we got?
What is that?
Red voice.
It's not anime. It's not anime.
It's not anime.
Do it. Not this fucking time. Not this time.
I knew we'd get a Guts reference with Dark Knight. I was hoping for that. I guess Berserk reference with Guts. Yeah, oops. Yeah, oops. Someone drunk. Yeah. What else? What other clip encapsulates Black Mage? It's true though. Having played Black Mage myself, it's true. Okay, that was great. Okay, that was great. In some of the clips, I was just like I didn't necessarily get as well because I haven't played those classes yet. But Black Mage, Dark Knight, Paladin, Marauder, I've touched all those. Samurai, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I love it when people can like hardcore meme and stuff like this. Like it really comes out really nice. It's very funny, and the best part is it's a little true. Oh god. There isn't much I can say to that one though, because the Black Mage is 100% true. By the way, leveling Black Mage, I'm at level 55. I can say it's 100% true. I just spam explosions. Explosion! I still haven't seen Konosuba, though. I know the clip at this point, when eventually when I watch Konosuba at some point, and I see that scene, I'm gonna know it before it even happens, because I've seen it too many times. I've seen the clip too many times. There are two types of black mages that I've seen. The ones that live, and the ones that are adamant on dying. I like to think I'm one that lives. And I don't... And the thing is, the downside with black mage definitely is you gotta hold still, so you're sitting duck when you have to cast those tougher spells. And the cast time is such a bitch. But that was great. That was great. Rafael Oliveira, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. I might check that one out. First, I was asked to watch earlier something with bees. The bee's knees. The bee's knees. I don't see it. Bees performing Chocobo theme. Okay. $4.1 million views. It's 47 seconds. You need to know the fights better. It's hard to master Black Mage in later fights, so I really love the ones that know how to play well. And yeah, and I'd say from what I played of it up to level 55, I would say I played Black Mage pretty well, but I'm biased obviously with that review. Okay, so whoops. Okay. This one's gonna be a quick one. Alright, animation bees performing Chocobo theme. Eyeball. What? Huh? Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, that's Steven Alvarez, you said it pretty much dead on. That was so cringe, but I love it. Like, that's exactly all I have to say about it. It was cringy, but it was funny. I don't know why. It was just... Okay, then. Win Moeung, welcome. Welcome. I don't know if there's anything to say else about that. It was just cringe, but it was funny. Okay, okay, so one more, and then we'll do some more stuff in, do some more stuff in the Golden Saucer. I guess we didn't get to Hildebrand at all today. I don't have enough time to get to Hildebrand, so I'll probably take that out of the title real quick. Damn it. It sucks, but at the same time. I knew I didn't have too much time anyway. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, welcome. Alright, so, Larry Zauer, every class, basically every class, right? Basically, every job, FFXIV. Yeah, it was the second one, there it is. I'm subscribed to Larry Zauer, so I've seen something of his. I didn't leave a like or a comment on this one, so it ain't this one. Plus, there was no red bar on the loading screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it should be good. Alright. Full screen. Okay. Last one. Then we'll get back underway with some golden salsa. Alright, basically, which job to play? Shadowbringers. There's no spoilers, please.
In Final Fantasy XIV, you've got a bunch of jobs to choose from, and I've already made a video talking about that. Problem is, now everything is completely different. So, here I am again with all of the Shadowbringers jobs to help you pick what you want to play. You've got your tanks, including one new guy. They're the ones fearlessly charging headfirst into danger's way.
Hell
and
yeah.
luckily, Shadowbringers made that even more straightforward. Simply turn your tank stance on, and you are now tanking. Turn it off, and you aren't. Wow. Speaking of danger, these are the healers. Always be nice to them. You don't want to know what happens when they get angry.
Rule number 1 in any RPG. Rule goddamn number 1. Never fuck with the white mage. Ever. Period. Don't. And WoW, you never fucked with a priest. You never fucked with the healing shamans. You never fucked with the I can't remember the monk class that heals. The monks. You don't fuck with them. Because if you do, you may notice your health does not go up. Apologize for my dog barking. She's been barking all day. I've taken her out several times. She just keeps barking.
Oh, thank you. No, that's not what I meant! Shadowbringers gave the healers a super special power big heal mode. The melee DPS are here to cry about mechanics that keep them away from the boss. So, in Shadowbringers, they gave the melee 2 free I don't need positional anymore buttons. But they still complain. And these are the
Samurai
casters.
is
They
great
go big shooty
to
boom
play,
boom
by the way.
magic. What did they get in Shadowbringers? More big shooty boom booms. The range
Well, everyone
can
loves
run
big
around
shooty
without
boom
any
booms. That's why
loss
we
of
get 'em.
DPS, and they've got a new friend who everybody loves. Except the other ranged. Anyway, let's go look at the jobs. Dark Knight. It uses a big ass
Yeah,
sword. Play
boy!
this job if you want to use
My
a
current,
big-ass
technically my
sword.
main class.
It's got a special stance you got to keep up, obviously called the dark side. You keep this up by using Edge of Shadow and Flood of Shadow, of course. And you can even reach
course.
inside your soul and take out your inner darkness.
Oh my god, conformeth like this. Oh my god. So say it right. Sorry.
And he can fight along with you. And it's got a special mode Delirium where you can spam heavy-hitting attacks like Blood Spill or
I can't wait till I get to that
otherwise
point
would
where I
cost
can summon
Blood
like
Gauge.
a copy of
It's
myself.
got a Blood Gauge.
Or the
For
Shadow
mitigation,
Within.
It has the Blackest Night, which is a shield you put on yourself and lets you use a Blood Gauge ability for free if it breaks.
The damage
And its
mitigation of Dark
invincibility is
Knight,
called
as I've been
Living
playing,
Dead,
is fucking
which you activate
fantastic.
it first, and then you have to die. Once you die, then you're walking dead, and you're actually kind of not dead. But somebody has to heal you up to full, otherwise you really do die. Gunbreaker.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
guys
the
were
oh shit
personal
button
guards
sucks.
Of Queen
That's for sure.
Gunhilda herself.
I've only
Who
used
is
it
that?
once.
I don't know.
I died.
Gunbreaker is what you would get
Shocker.
if you wanted to play a tank, but you also were like, I really like DPS. It's got a 3-part combo, but it
And pretty much
actually
everybody
has a
agrees on that.
separate 3-part combo.
Like, everyone I've
inside
seen talk
of
about
another 3-part combo.
Everyone I've seen talk about Gunbreaker it's always described like that. Like Joe Cat said, what was it? It's 3 DPS in a trench coat. And I remember, if I remember correctly, in his video he showed the symbol of samurai and then 2 symbols of machinist. So pretty much everybody describes it like that. But I really gotta try out Gunbreaker. I do, but it starts at 60, so it's not really a class. Like, I don't think I could properly level through, like, the class quests yet, because I've only just finished Based Heavens Ward. So I think I have to actually go through Stormblood first. That way I actually can play out its class quests in a row. But, yeah, I do want to try out Gunbreaker. I mean, everyone talks about Squall, is his name, right? Final Fantasy VIII? I don't know anything about Squall. Again, I've only played Final Fantasy VII, and I played 14. That's it. Like, that's the only Final Fantasies I've played.
it kind of makes sense. It has a powder gauge with cartridges in it. The regular combo will earn you cartridges, and then you can spend the cartridges in order to do the special 1, 2, 3 combo. So it's very clicky. It's a very clicky, fun job. Its invincibility is called Superbolized.
Yeah, my headphones were down. That's why. I was like, that was really quiet.
Anymore because if I hurt myself, the enemies can't hurt me. Paladin. It's got a sword and a shield. To be a paladin is to be protection itself. Paladin is really good at party utility.
To be the holy
and
crusader.
Your friends not die.
And
it's
defend
got a
your
physical
friends.
damage phase and a magical damage phase. During your physical phase, you've got a damage buff, and then you've got a dot combo, and then a regular combo that will unlock a heavy hitting attack called Royal Authority. And this you can use 3 times in a row. Then you go into your magical phase where you can attack at ranged with heavy hitting magic attacks, and a big AoE attack again can feature.
I can't wait till I get to that point with, because I'm still gladiator. I haven't even leveled my gladiator enough to be paladin.
Ground, which just makes you straight up invincible. You can't get hurt. Warrior, it smashes. It's got an axe and it smashes with the axe. Warrior doesn't care about mitigating damage. They're just
Axe
all about
go boom.
hit me anyway. I can take it. Just hit me. It's got 2 combos. One that applies a damage buff and one that builds its wrath gauge more. It's got a special mode, Inner Release, that allows it to spam the heavy hitting attacks like Fell Cleave or Decimate. Both the single target and AoE attack.
Okay, I kind of gotta talk about this. I know I keep pausing and people hate that, but I gotta talk about this. The number of times everybody who's recommended to me, most of it in DMs to be honest, so I don't have any proof of this. But the most of the time I've talked to people about like classes they recommend, and the people who recommend Marauder / Warrior are so fucking hardcore about like why their class is so amazing, and they're like, oh, it's Fell Cleave. I'm like, okay, well, why? It's like, oh, it do big damage, and the sound is cool. And I'm like, oh, back to Monkey. it do the damage and the sound. And I've heard that like a dozen fucking times. Your dog keeps setting off my dog because she's gullible enough to believe in dog barking. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys can hear her very easy. And unfortunately, my mic is very strong on the gains. And she loses her shit. She's been losing her shit all day today, but we have no idea why. I think it might be because a storm might be coming, because the clouds are dark outside. But otherwise, I have no idea what's setting her off.
Can be enhanced when you first.
You gotta use the war just to know.
Augment them. Warrior is all about building.
As a war main, it's true.
You can use it on attacks to just smash more. It's got a fun mitigation
It
called
do the damage
Vengeance, where you get hit, but then you just
the sound.
slap them right back. Or it can increase its HP even more because above 100k health isn't enough. Its invincibility is called Home Gang, where you tether to an enemy and now your HP can't go below 1. Samurai. They wield a katana.
Samurai!
0 party utility besides their big damage.
It is a selfish DPS, but I am a selfish DPS sometimes. And I enjoy the hell out of Samurai. To be honest, once we get through to a certain point in the story, actually before Stormblood, since I've thematically I've heard a little bit about it. I haven't heard any story spoilers, thankfully. But it's supposed to be like the Japanese kind of Oriental style expansion. One person said it's like Mists of Pandaria, but not cringe. Like that's what one person told me. So I'm gonna switch to Samurai. And Samurai is technically my main DPS. It has been, because since I unlocked it through my Black Mage after I finished the Realm Reborn story, it's pretty much the DPS this isn't WoW, you don't actually have to choose. I know, but there's ones I would like to main in particular for things. Just because I'm kind of a thematic individual. You know, the reason I want to play Dark Knight so bad is, as much as I think the class is aesthetically fucking badass and cool, I did also want it because it was like, it's the class that embodies that like dark Avenger type deal, and that's what I was feeling like. But I don't know, thematically it might be fun to play as Samurai as well through Stormblood. But you're right, I don't have to choose, but I think everyone should have like a class that they usually fall back on, that they play the most. That way they have like the most practice in it. Like if you're a jack of all trades, you'll find you're not going to perfect any of those trades. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going though.
Samurai's core rotation works around 3 separate combos. Each time you finish a combo, you earn a sticker, or otherwise known as a sen. You spend these sen on powerful iaijutsu moves, and the move changes depending on how many stickers you had when you use it. If you use it with 1, you get a dot. With 2, you get an AoE attack in front of you, and with 3, you get a heavy-hitting single-target attack. It also has another...
Or as I phrase it, once you get 3 EI Jutsu, you get Big Chungus. I don't call it what it actually is called, because I can't say it and pronounce it right, and B, it's more fun for me to call it the Big Chungus.
Another resource called Kenki that you build up and you use on heavy-hitting attacks. You notice a lot of these are heavy-hitting attacks. It's because all of Samurai's attacks do it. Shadowbringers gave Samurai even more big attacks, like Shoha, an attack you can only use when you gather up 3 meditate stacks. It also has 2 separate AoE combos and overall flows very well from one combo to the next, building up your resources and spending them. Monk. These guys are all about throwing away the weapons, and instead your body
I know nothing
is the
about
weapon.
Pugilist
Monk has 2
Monk.
combos.
Other
Sounds
than
straightforward?
it's the punching
It is,
guys.
But each one of those has a positional requirement. Every single one. All the other melees only have a handful of positionals. Monk takes that and says, I want all of them. Shadowbringers also gave Monk a 4th Grease Lightning stack, which makes them attack even faster and harder than before. It builds up a resource called Chakra that it can use on a single target attack or a ranged attack, and other buffs that mostly work around its 2 separate combos. It does really high damage, but still offers some party utility with a physical damage buff to the party.
The weird thing is
it uses a spear.
I'm actually learning here, because I didn't know anything about Monk at all. Ida's Monk? Yeah, I did know that.
Dragon on the way out. Dragoon also has 2 combos, but instead these are longer combos. Most of the other physical jobs in the game are 3-part combos. Dragoon is 5. It's a very static rotation that you're going to do one combo and then the other combo, and you're always going to stick to that. But it has a whole lot of off-global.
That's been my experience with Dragoon. I don't
to keep it
like Dragoon.
It centers around keeping up a buff called Blood of the Dragon. However, when you collect 2
I don't
eyes
hate
of the
Dragoon.
dragon and you activate
it's
Garrus Skogul, you unlock Life of the Dragon.
I would say
where you
Dragoon
go
will probably
red
not
instead, and
become
you
my
unlock
main
even
class
more powerful
ever.
heavy-hitting attacks, including Star
I don't hate it.
It's got
I
a
could
bunch
play
of
it,
different
but
jump attacks that range from jumping to the opponent and back to where you were, or jumping over to the opponent, or jumping away completely, or off the edge. Dragoon offers some cool party utility like a crit buff to everybody, and it can tether to a friend and give their pal an extra damage buff. Ninja. Do you know Naruto? Well, me either. Ninja's got a really cool mechanic called ninjutsu.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Ninjutsu abilities, which, depending on the order you push them in, will change the attack that it performs. You have things like an attack speed buff, or an AoE on the ground that looks like dirt. Shadowbringers added a cool effect where you can augment some of the ninjutsu abilities. If you use Kasatsu before activating them, it'll change your fire breath into a huge fire tornado, or it'll change your ice breath into water shurikens like Greninja. You also can tap into your secret Hokage arts and activate Bunshin, which will
I've heard the Naruto memes,
and it will mimic every attack that you do.
But observing how the class plays, it actually looks like it's straight out of. It looks like it's straight out of Naruto. Like it even does a, you know, like got the symbols and shit showing up. It straight up looks like it's straight out of Naruto. So I think that meme works a little too well.
It's also
now,
got
now
a
that
really
I've
good
seen
party
examples
buff
of its
called Trick
attacks.
Attack, which will make the target take extra damage from the entire party. Ninja has a lot of interesting mechanics to its toolkit that goes beyond just simple combos, but you might have to devote an extra brain cell to remembering what ninjutsu does what. Machinist is what you would get if you combined a cowboy with a Gundam with a Terminator. This is the ranged with the highest damage.
I just unlocked Machinist, so I don't know a ton about the later level stuff with it.
About it because you can summon a freaking mech. And while you're doing all of your attacks, you're overheating, you go into your overheat gauge, you're spamming your cool abilities that give you your cooldowns back, and you're hitting buttons like a freaking madman, and your mech is over there punching shit. Oh, and you have a flamethrower. Need I say more, really? I mean, for AoE, you
purge them in holy fire.
Will now actually be a crossbow instead. You got a drill that you shoot out like a Giga Drill Breaker, and you have a special button that makes it guarantee it crits. All of your regular combo is now superheated mode always. This job is all about balancing your battery gauge and your heat gauges to use all of your cool special boom explodey powers. Bard. This is the job with the bow and arrow.
Okay.
Every MMO has
so before he even gets into Bard, I don't know anything about Bard other than it's the upgraded job from Archer. I know jack shit about how it plays. Given the name, I'm sure it has something to do with music. I've seen people playing those, I think, intentionally cringy music from time to time. It's like can be a little bit annoying. So yeah, this is the one I know the least about. I'm just being full disclosure.
This is ours. But not only can you shoot arrows, you can also sing songs and help your party members do things. And its rotation is in the middle ground of a static rotation with an RNG rotation. It cycles through 3 different song modes, and each song has a different effect on your rotation. Mostly you're keeping your dots up and spamming burst shot for procs on refulgent arrow. You've also got a new gauge called the soul gauge, which is used on apex arrow, and it does more damage the higher the gauge is. For utility, you've got stuff like a heal buff or damage buff or remove a bad thing on somebody, and of course a party damage reduction. Dancer. This is the new guy. It uses chakras
that sounds like it'd be really good in dungeons and
with
raids to have bards around.
It has the lowest personal DPS, but it can super buff its dance partner. It has 2 separate dances, and when you activate one, you go through steps like a Simon Says game. Standard step will be an AoE attack and activate a damage boost for you and your dance partner. Technical step will be a longer step dance, but this will be a damage buff for the whole party. Its rotation is very RNG dependent. It has a 2-part combo, and each of those can proc another attack. And then each of those attacks can now proc fan attacks. And then the fan attacks can proc a final fan attack. So there's a lot of layers of RNG to the rotation. It also has a separate gauge that you use on a big hitting attack called Saber Dance.
I might want to try that out.
It has 3 separate dashes.
And it sounds like it sounds like it could be
It
fun.
uses a magic
that one sounds like it could
and
be fun.
explosions and a whole lot more.
I know my black mage.
This is the magic version.
I love my
selfish
black
DPS
mage
class, and specializes in longer cast times that deal super high damage with the trade-off that you're trying to minimize your overall movement. Black mage's rotation goes through an ice phase where it regenerates mana.
The sitting duck glass cannon that fires death
mana on the really heavy-hitting attacks. Shadowbringers added a finisher to the fire phase called Despair. Black mage has a continuous damage buff you want to keep up called Enochian, which allows you to use the heavier hitting spells, and if you have it up long enough, it unlocks a special void-looking attack called Xenoglossy. There's now also a way to keep your ice phase up during downtime. Summoner. It uses a book.
Where's the stockbroker class? We need to just do stocks.
It's mostly picture books. Summoner is our pet DPS job. There's Ifrit for single target, Garuda for AoE, and Titan for Summoner's rotation works on a 2-minute cycle of various phases that you go through.
I knew Summoner obviously summoned. I didn't realize they were
Aether, and you unleash it in
I didn't realize that you literally summoned miniature versions of...
summon Bahamut and command him to do big Akmorn attacks. And after him, you can summon Phoenix to do special fire moves and heal the party while it's out. Also, 2 of your spells become super Phoenix fire moves instead. Summoner is also one of 2 jobs that can raise dead party members, though you either have to hard cast it or save your swift cast.
Yeah, someone did mention that to me. That
uses a sword with a focus thing
is the only DPS
this
that
is the job that
can
combines
not DPS that, but it's the only class that can
together.
That is not a healer that can
magic
res.
casting while also doing physical damage as well. Red Mage is special because every other spell that it casts is instant with the dual cast trait. So you will hard cast the shorter spells and then instant cast the longer ones. You'll do this while alternating building your white and black mana, and once you have enough, you can go in for the melee combo, finishing it off with either a Ver Holy or Ver Flare big attack, and then another final big attack called Scorch. Shadowbringers also added an AoE rotation using Ver Thunder and Ver Arrow too, and then instant casting Impact. And then you have an AoE melee attack as well. Ren Mage is the only DPS with a good single target heal, and it's the other DPS that can battle raise. And because of dual cast, you can instant raise people. White Mage, it uses a cane. White mages draw on the Aether.
Alright, this is the only healer that I would end up playing. Let's learn a little bit more about it.
Big bursty heals or regions. As for its heals, it's very straightforward. You
Just
got Cure 1 and Cure 2.
Pause this real quick. Just gonna let my Discord community. I'm gonna be a little bit late to the pause here. Because we have a movie night over on my Discord community, so I just want to let everybody know over there. I'm already a little bit late. And we're almost done the video too, so that's good. There you go. Boom.
For single target, you've got Medica for AoE, Medica 2 for an AoE regen, and Cure 3 for a big AoE heal but very close around you. In Shadowbringers, they added some instant abilities that use up lilies from the lily gauge, and when you use up 3 lilies, it unlocks Afflatus Misery, which is a huge AoE damage nuke. White Mage's oh shit ability is the wings.
A nuke?
You sprout beautiful wings.
I definitely
from
would
your
not have
back,
thought
and
about
now
that with
everybody
White
around you
Mage.
takes less damage, and all of your healing is super mode. Scholar. They use a book because they're so smart, and they want everybody else to know how smart they are. Scholar specializes in shielding the party from all the damage in the first place. And it is the pet healer that we have in this game. For single target heals, you got Physic, a small single heal. You also have Adlo, which is a heal plus a shield on a single target. And you have Succor for an AoE heal plus a shield. And there are a few abilities that can manipulate the shields. Emergency Tactics will change the shield into a heal. Recitation will guarantee that it crits so you can have a big shield. And Deployment Tactics will spread the shield to nearby party members. Chain Stratagem is Scholar's utility. It will raise the
like
critical
computer
hit rate
screens
on
for
the
what?
enemy for everybody. Scholar's other resource, Aetherflow, can be used on certain abilities, like an instant single target heal, a party AoE heal, and a placeable shield that reduces damage taken and heals the party. Scholar's super move is an upgraded fairy that does bigger shields and healing than the regular fairy and AoE shields. Or you could just eat your fairy and get a whole bunch of Aetherflow to spend. Astrologen. It uses a globe of stuff.
Alright, this is the one. Okay, this is the one that there's all the Yu-Gi-Oh memes for, right? Like, I've seen. I know very little about this one as well, but I think I know a little bit more about it just from some conversations I've had about Astrologen. Generally, that's what I've heard about Astrologen, though, is memes a lot of like the of it being the Yu-Gi-Oh class. Like, what? I play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's why I play Astrologen.
Heal by looking up at the stars and planets and sparkly things. They're also able to switch between a shield mode or a regen mode depending on which healer they're paired with. It has a normal single target heal and an aspected single target heal that either shields or regens. It's also got a party AoE or an aspected party AoE that either shields or regens. And then there's the whole card system, which it is able to draw upon and buff all the party members' damage. Once it gets enough different types of seals,
Okay, so it's
it can buff
buff-focused.
the entire party at the same time. And Astrologen's super heal move is called Neutral Sect, which will change all of your aspected spells to activate both the shield and the regen at the same time, as well as buff all the heals in general. And that's it. That is all of the Shadowbringers jobs.
It kind of
Now,
was
keep in
jarring.
mind, you can play all of these jobs on the same character. That is the beauty.
I know.
of
Best
Final
part about
Fantasy
FF.
XIV.
You
All
can play
of the
everything.
jobs can do all of the
Everything on
content
one
in
guy.
the game, where some of them are a little bit better at certain special things. Like if you want to solo old content, you know, Red Mage or Paladin are probably a little bit better at that type of thing. So the best advice is just pick which one looks really cool to you, and you'll be more motivated to get good at it. So this video will be good for a little while until the next expansion comes out and completely changes it all over again. Okay, bye.
Okay, that was good. I was not actually expecting that to be super informative when chat recommended it, but no, that was super helpful because I learned a lot about the classes that I didn't know before. In particular about Astrologen, I didn't know a lot of those more intricate details about the buffs it provides for the party. And yeah, that was quite a bit. I also learned quite a bit about Machinist, which I just unlocked a little bit. They fucking summon a mech. God damn. I was definitely gonna level that up just to see what that plays like. But yeah, this has all been. This was super entertaining on top of being very informative. I'll probably come back to this video a couple times to consult certain sections when looking into like classes I want to level at certain times. But yeah, I did like it. It was really nice, very informative. Leave it at that. Yeah. I'm not sure what video of his I've seen before though. I'm already subscribed. That's the thing. So I must have seen something from him before already. I just don't know what. But I guess I'll find out. Anyway, yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to end the stream there, guys, though. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. Unfortunately for you guys in the stream who want to watch me play more, I'm gonna switch over to the Discord and have movie night with the community. Depending on how long the movie takes, I might stream late tonight. No promises. No matter what, though, I will be streaming tomorrow at around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys will want to join me over there. But I might also stream later tonight. It's just get on the Discord. Let's see, it's trying to BS me. But anyway, I gotta go enjoy movie night with the buds, and depending on what time we get out, tractor. Depending on what time we get out, I might stream late tonight. But anyway, get to see you guys later. Bye.